Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com. And today, do you ever just have extra zucchini in your garden, or you just want to make a really sweet dessert but have some goodness packed inside? Well, that's what we're going to make today. We're going to make zucchini chocolate cake. I know, just those words alone excite me. I hope they do you too. Zucchini is usually a food that is abundant in your garden if you've got a good garden. Mine's only halfway good. And so I have chopped up some zucchini today, and I can't wait to share with you this recipe. Anytime we use fresh vegetables such as this, I could even add in some carrots or even some cauliflower. I could sneak in so much nutrition in this recipe, your family would never know. Well, let's get started making this zucchini cake. I just want to say before we start, thank you for letting me share with you God's recipe for excellent health. And that recipe includes the number one ingredient. God loves you with an amazing everlasting love, and He loves you just as He created you. He created both male and female in a specific purpose, and you have a purpose in your life that was directed by Him. And you will feel your best when you're living out that purpose. Let's get cooking. Now, for those of you who already have my Healthy Treasures cookbook, in this book you have zucchini bread, zucchini muffins. It's on page 60. This recipe is going to be a big variation from that recipe, but what I do is, there's my pen, I write the variation down below in the white space. And that way I have both recipes on the same page and I know exactly where to go to find my favorites. So the zucchini bread muffin recipe is delicious, but this one's probably going to be a little bit more of a dessert that we're going to make today. Looking at our ingredients, we have 2.5 cups of flour. We have 1/3 cup of cocoa. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and as you know, I love real salt. It's the best brand for us to use for nutritional value. We have 1 cup of sucanat. You can use any type of sweetener of choice. You could use monk fruit. If you don't use a granular sweetener and you use a honey or an agave or a maple syrup, then you need to adjust the liquids. Here we have some cinnamon. I always like to add cinnamon to anything that's chocolate because it makes the chocolate a richer flavor and it helps balance your insulin. Now, instead of using oil today, I'm using my own pumpkin puree, but you could definitely use your own oil, avocado, olive oil, or even 1/2 cup of organic butter. And here I'm adding in 1/3 a cup of yogurt. My yogurt's not quite white. This is an almond yogurt, but any yogurt will work. Here I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of liquid vanilla extract, 3 eggs that are beaten, and as you can see, I have my Fisky out here, which is our fun tool to use. The red is the color of pomegranates, which represent royalty and remind us of God's love and that we are worthy of that love. And here's our 3 cups of shredded zucchini. We have 1/2 cup of nuts and then 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Chocolate chips, totally optional, but since my husband loves chocolate chips in his chocolate food, I have to add it so that he will eat this and I won't have to let this be in the freezer for months. I'm going to mix my dry ingredients first. So I already put in the flour. Your flour can be freshly milled hard white, hard red, soft white, any of those will work. Or if you want to get a little bit more flavorful and more delicious flavoring, which is what my own personal opinion, you can use spelter, Emmer, or Einkorn, or even Kamut. So today we're using a spelt. To this I added my cocoa powder, my organic cocoa powder. I'll put links to all of these ingredients down below so that you can find the ones that I use. Our cocoa powder does need to be organic, and that will help us make sure none of the harmful pesticides and fungicides have been put on the cocoa. To this I'm adding my cinnamon. As I said, always add cinnamon to your chocolate recipes. Then we're adding in our baking soda, baking powder, and our salt. The more we stir this up, the dry ingredients together first, the better incorporated all of the ingredients are going to be. And we definitely want the baking powder, the baking soda, and the salt to be equally uniform throughout the entire recipe. Then we're going to add in the sucanat. Whatever sweetener you're using will be fine. just not white sugar. Definitely not white sugar. Turbinado is the same as white sugar. So you're looking for more of a very low processed type of sugar, which is why we use the sucanat. Not always easy to find. Sometimes you can use those organic Florida crystals. They're a little bit more processed, but since sucanat can be hard to find, we have to make exceptions. And this is a dessert for those exceptional times, not an everyday food. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside and let's mix up our other ingredients. So here we have, like I told you, the pumpkin puree. Now this is my own homemade pumpkin puree, so you can see there's a lot more liquid content to it than you would have if you bought a canned pumpkin puree. That's been more drained. It's kind of like yogurt. You can drain it and pull off the whey, where you just have the curds. Well, pumpkin puree is similar. So if you make it yourself, you may want to strain it first and pull off the watery liquid, and then you have a more condensed pumpkin puree for your recipes. To this we'll add our yogurt. Again, by mixing, and this is more of a home ec tip, I had plenty of years of home ec, by mixing your liquid and your dry ingredients separately, you get a more uniform blend in your recipe, and then you don't have half risen cake and a half not risen, or just pockets of dry ingredients. This is always better for doing it this way. All right, to this we're going to add our vanilla. Because when we mill our own wheat, the vanilla needs to be a little bit more than you would if you were using just white flour from the store or white sugar from the store. The grains that we mill actually have real flavor, and that flavor can somewhat be dominating, so you can add extra vanilla to help blend and to pull those flavors together. Now let's add in our zucchini. So it's about 3 cups. Now you could use 1 cup zucchini, 1 cup carrots, 1 cup cauliflower. You can do so much with this recipe. You could shred them up into smaller bits if you're thinking, oh, if my family sees that, they'll never eat it. To my husband, when we first got married, yeah, he wouldn't have touched it. But he's changed over the years, and that's by the grace of God and for our marriage as well. And so his thing is, as long as it tastes good. So he will definitely enjoy this cake. All right, there we go. I'm going to save the nuts and the chocolate chips for last. Now we're going to incorporate these two together. And we will have our cake, and it will be ready to put in the pans and bake. Trying not to put this all over me and end up wearing it. And just stir it up until you have a good cake batter, and then we can put it in our pans. When we control the ingredients by buying ingredients that are much higher quality, we control our family's health, and that's what matters. There we go. Now, if you find your mix is a little dry just because of the amount of flour you used, or if you did use a pumpkin puree and it's a little bit dry, not quite looking like this, like a nice cake batter, you can go ahead and add in another ½ cup of the pumpkin puree, or you could add a ½ cup of olive oil, avocado oil, or even some melted butter. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and add in our chocolate chips and our nuts. I'll give my husband his chocolate chips as long as I also have nuts in there, just to, again, increase the nutritional value. Now we definitely have quite a lot of sweetener in this, so this is a dessert that we would have, well, this is going to be once a summer for us. There we go. Well, I have my pans here and I started getting them ready. These are my new USA pans, and okay, I am super stoked about these pans. They are totally the bomb for cooking because one, they're more of a commercial professional grade, and what that means is they're more durable, they bake more evenly, and whenever it calls for, to prepare a pan, with oil and flour, you would go ahead and do that. But many times when you're just baking cookies or something like that, you do not want to ever use a spray on these pans. Sprays will mess them up, and because they're made so that you don't need it. So I'm going to be using a loaf pan because we're getting ready to travel, and once this is baked, I can just cut it in slices and put it in individual bags and freeze it that way, and it's great for travel. We can also make the regular size muffin cups with some paper liners or just right there in the pans. And we also have the mini muffins. Again, It's the USA brand. So I just love this new collection. They've also agreed to give the Biblical Nutritionist family a discount. So I'll put those links down below. Now we're just going to go ahead and pour this into our pans and get it ready to bake. 2/3 full would be appropriate to allow room for it to expand. Right there is about half, so I'll put some more in. And this is a really large loaf pan, so I actually might even get away with just go ahead and doing all of it, but I'll save enough for a cupcake and a mini cake. All right, perfect. This is ready to go. This is gonna be so good. I wish you were here to taste it. This is gonna bake at 350 for 40 minutes, and we'll know it's done when either a knife or a cake tester comes out clean. Our zucchini cake is totally ready to be enjoyed by you and enjoyed by your family. I know tradition says we put a cream cheese frosting on here, but please don't. We don't need the extra calories. I could find a way to make that delicious, but if you need a topping just to kind of please your family, take some yogurt, whip it up with some vanilla and a little bit of sweetener, and just let that drizzle on top, because this cake is really good enough by itself. So I hope you enjoy this cake, and I can't wait to read your comments. How did you like it? So scrumptious, so delicious, and again, it's my joy and honor to serve you God's recipe for excellent health. And yes, we can have some sweets. So enjoy that zucchini out of your garden or from the grocery store or from the farmer's market. So enjoy it, make your own zucchini bread, zucchini muffins, however it's going to work for you, and enjoy. Thanks for watching and letting me share with you God's recipe for excellent health.